And Nicki Minaj, basically one of her songs, and I'm going to keep the bad stuff out, but I'm going to give you an excerpt of what she says. This is what's being told to your kids. This is from the song, Go Hard. Excuse me, little mama, but you can say I'm on duty. I'm looking for a cutie with a big, real big old ghetto booty. I really like your kitty cat if you let me touch her. I know you're not a buffer. I'll take you to go see Usher. This is from Usher's song, one of his songs. So basically what she's doing is saying, let me take you over here to have this illicit sexual act. One of the top songs that was being played. Waka Flocka Flame, let's not even get into how many times he's been arrested in the last 2 weeks. But one of the most powerful moments that I saw that happened with this individual is literally, he came and did a concert. 8 kids dead. Because he showed up at the concert and started getting everybody riled up. It's all about the north side, east side, west side, south side. Got everybody riled up. 8 kids get mad with each other. They get mad with the other 20. They start pulling guns. They start shooting. 8 kids dead. Dead. And this is where it really gets worse. Many of you don't know about this thing called the Blasphemy Challenge. As time progressed, there was a group of individuals that decided that the best way for us to let people know that there is no God, we're going to challenge them. How about this? You get on YouTube, you get on there, deny the God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and we're going to send you a free DVD called The God Who Wasn't There. And they send these emails out to youth. And so all of these youth, well over 3,000 hits in a day. All of them saying, I deny the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit for a free DVD. Blasphemy challenge. Now, I want you to seriously think about the fact that this little girl, imagine if she was in this time dealing with all this. This spirit of Python has engulfed itself around this little girl and has used everything in its power to do it. Music, movies, television, let alone some of our children are dealing with molestation, incest, physical, sexual neglect, bullying at school, low self-esteem. And they're surrounded by this. You're getting up with this. One of the things about a python is that when it goes after and its food or whatever, it does this. It never swallows from the foot up. It always starts at the head. Because it knows that it has to take away the breath. It has to take away the life. So when it grabs its victim, it starts to squeeze. The more our youth are trying to fix things on their own, the more these spirits are surrounding them and squeezing them out to kill them. It's taking their strength. You're nobody. You just another little girl. Give up your virginity. Nobody's going to like you because you're not giving out sex. You're not thug enough. You don't have this. Get that tattoo. Put your pants down. You got to go hard. You got to be hard like the rappers. You got to do all this and that. Self-esteem, and it starts to squeeze. No, my mama said, no, my daddy said. It don't matter what they said. You know what they're saying at school. You know what the teachers are saying about you. You know what everybody else in the street. And it squeezes. And it squeezes. And then your kids are starting drugs. And they're starting alcohol. You think black people are myth, a total 100% myth? You think your black kids don't cut on themselves when they're depressed? I worked with a girl that sliced her neck from the top all the way down to her chest, dealing with depression. I watched another girl slit her wrist right in front of me because her self-esteem got so bad, and I sat there and saw that spirit in her eyes. Said, I'm taking her life right in front of you. Right in front of me. Self-esteem. So some of our youth feel like, because I've done so much wrong, there ain't no way that I can get saved. I done messed up too much. Some of that is our fault, parents, because our youth made one mistake, and we place it on them for life. Python spirit. Every time they do something wrong, you take them right back to the same spot, and that thing squeezes and squeezes and squeezes. Till all of a sudden, now it realizes it can start to swallow them whole. Starting at the head. They don't even recognize who they are anymore. They don't recognize themselves as a family member. They don't recognize themselves as somebody special, as somebody beautiful, as somebody handsome, as somebody smart. That's gone. Because as that spirit begins to swallow them whole, it takes its time doing it. And it makes sure it gets every part of you. Swallow up your education. Swallow up your relationship with your family, your parents. Swallow up your relationship with your friends. Take away any chances for you to go to school, for college. It destroys it. It destroys it. As those men were there with their girl, that's one of the things I kind of wonder, where were the parents? This little girl was walking around with two men. Where were the parents? Parents, what has happened to a point where we have allowed television, Facebook, MySpace, everything else become the parents of our kids? What happened to our children when we got to a point where we see them needing to know who God is, to know who Jesus is, and yet at the same time we start seeing craziness like this. This is a cartoon. A cartoon. This thing has gotten so bad, and I just want y'all to watch this. This is how quickly the enemy is going after your kid. This is a cartoon that comes on. Watch this. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It gets worse. This is being introduced to your kids. 3 o'clock. They moved beyond Bugs Bunny. They don't even exist no more. Satan got bold. Now he's telling your young girls the only way you're going to be able to do anything is just like that. So are the rappers, so is television telling your young ladies the only way you're going to be able to have any guy or anybody, you're going to have to be like this. Then the spirit is wrapping around your sons and basically telling them the only way you're going to be a man is you got to be thugged out. So what happens? We got to come up like Paul. Church, there comes a time when you got to be like Paul. Say, I've had enough. I'm sick of the enemy coming in and attacking our children. I'm sick of the enemy being bold enough to walk up in our homes. I'm sick of the enemy trying to take over through television, through movies, and through music. There comes a time when you say, I've had enough. We're sitting here watching our children. Literally, what happens when you have a 19-year-old with heart problems? Because they had a stroke. A 19-year-old? Because of stress. Had enough. The spirit of Python wraps around his victim, but I've come to tell you that Galatians 3 and 13 says that curse is a man who hangs upon a tree, and that is because of Christ Jesus. He became a curse for us, and he turned around and told this old serpent, game over. Yeah. Told this old serpent, I'm done with this. You will no longer come into these homes. You will no longer come in through this television, through music. It's time for this to stop. Message is for you, church, because right now it's not just happening with the kids in your church, but think about those that don't even make it to a church. Look at the seats. I don't know what it's like during a regular service, but look at the seats. Now imagine if these were seats of saints, not just the parents, but youth and young adults. Every morning you should walk in here, and I know the pastors already said, every morning you should be looking at these seats and saying, these are souls that are dying out there. What do you do when music, when television, when all this stuff that's come in as a youth, it's trying to kill me and take over my life. Now the truth has been given to you. The truth has been given to you. Because what the enemy would do now is he would tell you, don't believe anything that's coming out of that man's mouth. You can do whatever you want to. You got time. In the last, since January, there have been more stories in the AJC of youth being killed. Bobby Tillman, who had his heart stomped out. The kid that was trying to go across the street on a skateboard, looked down trying to get to his heavy metal song and gets hit head first by a vehicle. And his mother didn't know where he was at. There have been more sex trafficking issues with young girls around the age of 13 in Atlanta in this past year than in the last 20 years. What do we do? It's time for us to start to pray. It's time for us as youth right now, like I said, many of you are the only Bible that many of your friends are ever going to hear. And now that you got this truth, the question becomes, if you're a Christian, what are you going to do about it? Because Satan is telling you, don't open your mouth, don't do this, because he realizes if the slave gets free, they are free indeed. Yeah. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Just as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness to set the people free from being stricken from the bites of poisonous snakes, Jesus did the same for us when he went to the cross. He bare sins and took our punishment. Now, you got this information. The question becomes this. What are you going to do about it? This is just an inkling of what the enemy is using to try to kill your kids. Just an inkling. If you're willing to stand to your feet.